This is the view. This is the view. This is the view. I ain't even gonna say it. You already know what's gonna be said. Not today. Not today. I won't say it today. But hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's taking care of themselves. This is gonna be a little part 2 on the last thing, on the last video that I posted. A really random tip. This is not gonna be about the video, but a really random tip. Create a savings and create an emergency fund. What does that mean? Keep your savings separate from your emergency fund. An emergency happens, you dip in your emergency fund, not your savings. And if it's a big enough emergency, you use both. That's a money tip, huge money tip. It'll go a long way, trust me. Anyways, back to it. To jump into this conversation a little bit, I basically just wanted to talk about, more than anything, since I was talking about consistency in the last video, I want to talk about workflow and being a workaholic. So, you know, there's a good and a bad to being a workaholic. Obviously, the bad to being a workaholic is you don't really spend much time having fun unless you enjoy the work you do. Like, this is work for me, and I enjoy this. So this doesn't really feel like work. It just feels like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, which is my purpose, my passion, which I've discovered and I've been discovering through trial and error and through trying different things. So my point with that, for you to have a consistent workflow and for you to really be happy doing the work that you do, it's best to really just find your passion, to find your purpose, to find what you're good at, to find what you love to do, to find what you feel like never feels like work, like this, never feels like work. And then another thing about it is also, when it comes to your workflow, is you want to build a workflow that works for you and that works for your job. Particularly for the reason that it's like, what works for somebody else might not work for you. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. That's why I give you these different perspectives and these different motivations and these different, you know, like, how do I say, pep talks, messages, lessons, different things, so that you maybe have a different perspective, a different perception on life, so that you don't give up, so that you keep going, so that you keep pushing, because you are able to do absolutely anything and everything you put your mind to. Trust me when I say that. It might take some time, might take some dedication. It's definitely going to take a consistency and a great workflow, but you can definitely do it, and that's for a fact. But yeah, when it comes to workflow, a lot of people have a higher workflow, a lot of people have a lower workflow. It's really just getting on the pace of what works for you and depending on the job that you're doing. And also, when it comes to becoming a workaholic, a lot of us are, it takes us, because of the fact that I feel like work takes us away from dealing with our personal issues, personal matters. So it's like we're literally able to lose ourselves in our work, whether it's in a good or bad way. And with that being said, I would just say, you know, just pace yourself, because I'm also a workaholic. So I've just done a little better to get into the habit of pacing myself, you know, giving myself times of the day where I can relax, giving myself times of the day where I can work, and then giving myself times of the day where I can do as I please, like an in between of both or neither, you know. But hey, this is B, or we can say V, Vers. Feeling good, feeling great. It's another beautiful day out here. You know the vibes. Making it happen. Another day, another dollar. Appreciate you all for tuning in. And hit me up if you're trying to holler. Just dropped a new song also, by the way, so check that out. Love you all.